Good evening and welcome to Icu Tv Main News. We take a look at stories making headlines. Zambian government rejects claims against Constitutional Amendment Bill number 7 as false and misleading. ECZ urges stakeholders ahead of CHAWAMA by-election. Government to crack down on illegal mining. And in international news, Russia hits back at Europe's big plan to loan Moscow's frozen cash to Ukraine. And in sports news, LAHNE to make history with Zambia at AFCON. With the news details, my name is Memory Mango. The Zambian government has rejected claims from opposition parties and the Law Association of Zambia LAHS for Constitutional Amendment Bill number 7 is illegal or unconstitutional. In a press briefing, Chief Government Spokesperson Honorable Cornelius Muitwa stated that these claims are false and misleading. He explains that the Constitutional Court did not cancel the bill or rule it unconstitutional. Muitwa also criticized the Law Association of Zambia for misleading the public, suggesting that the association did not properly consult its members before taking a position on the issue.
The nation will recall that yesterday, the Law Association of Zambia appeared before the Parliamentary Select Committee appointed by Madam Speaker to scrutinize and receive submissions relating to Bill number 7. Law Association of Zambia, hereinafter LAHS, had challenges or concerns and initially refused to speak to the objects of Bill number 7 as requested by the National Assembly and in accordance with Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, alleging that Bill number 7 was nullified by the Constitutional Court in the Munia Zulu and another versus the Attorney General case of 2025. The nation may wish to know that government has legal advisors who are also members of LAHS. If they shared the view that the LAHS segment of the WASIS Forum lawyers are advancing, the government would not have gone ahead with Bill number 7. The government only went ahead with Bill number 7, knowing very well that it was on firm grounds so to do. The
Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has begun preparations for the CHAWAMA parliamentary by-election by holding a stakeholder meeting at Nakatinzi War in Lusaka. The meeting brought together aspiring candidates, election agents, and media representatives to discuss important information about the electoral process. Lusaka District Electoral Officer, Engineer Lifterisori Ndaba, who led the meeting, said the purpose of the gathering was to help all stakeholders understand the electoral guidelines and the ECZ Code of Conduct. He explains that the by-election is an important moment for CHAWAMA residents to exercise their democratic rights, and therefore clarity and cooperation are essential. Engineer Ndaba encouraged all participants to work with the Electoral Commission of Zambia to ensure that the election is peaceful, transparent, and credible. He stressed that cooperation among stakeholders will help build trust in the process and ensure that the results reflect the will of the people. The nomination for the CHAWAMA constituency will take place on Tuesday, 16th December 2025, while the by-election will be held on Thursday, 15 January 2026. Engineer Ndaba urged everyone involved to remain committed to making the by-election a strong example of democracy in Zambia. Government has affirmed its readiness to enforce the law against illegal mining across the country. The Vice President Mtalena Lumango expressed concern that despite being given opportunities to relocate their activities, some individuals continue to mine illegally in restricted areas. She explains that the government has exhausted all procedural steps to support miners and now has a duty to enforce existing laws, including removing those who refuse to comply. The Vice President was responding to a question from Mufumbwe, Member of Parliament, Elliot Kamondo, during the Vice President question time in the National Assembly. Mr. Kamondo asked what measures the government is implementing to address the illegal mining in the district. Mrs. Nalumango stated that enforcement teams will move into Mufumbwe and other affected areas to ensure that only licensed and law-abiding miners are allowed to operate. The government has started a major road development project to expand the Great East Road to 6 lanes from the Munali traffic circle to the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport traffic circle. The project is estimated to cost 800 million. This development is part of the larger 1.3 billion program aimed at constructing, rehabilitating, and upgrading 43 kilometers of roads in Lusaka. The goal is to improve the city's road network and support its growing population.
Where we are now is the airport road, right here. Engineers are on ground along the stretch between the Munali roundabout and the airport roundabout right there. The work right here is government's program to build, rehabilitate, and upgrade the 43 kilometers of Lusaka roads at a total cost of 1.3 billion kwacha. Within this package, Greatest Road upgrade stands out. It is being widened to 6 lanes, yes, to 6 lanes, at an estimated cost of 800 million kwacha. Right here on site, engineers have confirmed that works are progressing pretty well within the planned time frame. Earthworks, utility relocation, and base preparation are active, as you can see, on multiple points of the corridor. Contractors have already employed local workers and suppliers from Lusaka providing materials, as you can see, keeping money circulating in the local economy. Young technicians are learning on live projects, adding to the country's skills base for future construction.
We're privileged to host the gathering of skills. That's what labor brings to the table, isn't it? Skills, many of them.
We now take our first break. Stay tuned for more news updates.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZARDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZARDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Welcome back. We now continue with the news. The Zambia Police Training College has enhanced its efforts in combating gender-based violence by holding a sensitization workshop on digital violence as part of the global 16 days of activism against gender-based violence campaign. The workshop was held on 10th December 2025 at the Police College in Ilai. Deputy Division Commander Dr. Derek Chongo, who spoke on behalf of the Division Commander Commissioner of Police, Mr. Mubita Nawa, highlighted the importance of the training. He explained that digital violence is one of the fastest growing forms of abuse affecting women and girls. He noted that while technology offers new opportunities, it has also created new risks such as online harassment, cyber stalking, impersonation, and the non-consensual sharing of intimate images. Dr. Nawa stressed that the responsibility to ensure safety now extends beyond physical space into digital environments where threats are invisible but equally harmful. He added that digital violence often leads to physical, emotional, economic, and sexual harm, and emphasized that public trust in the police depends on their ability to identify these new dangers and support victims professionally and compassionately. The workshop aims to improve officers' understanding on how digital violence occurs, how to detect and document cases correctly, and how to offer support to survivors while maintaining dignity, confidentiality, and justice. The initiative reflects the Police College commitment to strengthening its response to modern forms of gender-based violence. A fatal road traffic accident in Chisamba district has resulted in the death of one pedestrian and left 34 passengers with various injuries. The incident occurred earlier today, December 12, 2025, around 05 hours near the Teta Trading Area along the Great North Road. The incident involved a public service vehicle and a Siesta bus, registration number AIF 9348ZM, owned by Africans Gate. The bus, driven by 42-year-old Mwanza Joseph, was traveling from Nakonde to Lusaka with an confirmed number of passengers aboard. Preliminary reports suggest that the driver lost control of the bus, causing it to overturn after speeding. While 34 passengers sustained injuries, most of them were treated and discharged, including the driver, who also was taken to the Teta District Hospital for medical attention. However, a pedestrian identified as 44-year-old Chansa Chile was struck by the bus when it veered off the road. Chile was rushed to the hospital but allegedly passed away around 12:30 hours while receiving treatment. His body has been transferred to the Teta Hospital mortuary. Zambia Police Service has indicated that excess speed may have been the cause of the incident. Investigations are ongoing and authorities are urging public service vehicle drivers and all road users to adhere to speed limits and follow traffic regulations to ensure safety on the road. We'll take another break. Coming up next is international and sports news. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZARDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZARDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZARDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZARDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZARDC launched the ZARDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZARDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZARDC research community. ZARDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZARDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national.
Welcome back, and now in international news. Russia is taking legal action against Ukraine European allies who are seeking to use Moscow's frozen assets to help fund Ukraine's military and economy. The Russian central bank is suing the Belgian bank Euroclear in a Moscow court, claiming that the European Union is stealing Russian money. Ukraine is running out of money after nearly 4 years of Russia's full-scale war to cover Ukraine's budget deficit of 135.7 million euros, which is about $159 billion for the next 2 years. European leaders are looking to use the frozen Russian assets held by Euroclear. They hope to reach an agreement on this at their Brussels summit next week. Still in international news, Germany has accused Russia of cyber attack on air traffic control and attempted electrical interference, and summoned the Russian ambassador. A foreign ministry spokesman said Russian military intelligence was behind a cyber attack against Germany air traffic control in August 2024. The spokesman also accused Russia of seeking to influence and destabilize the country's federal election in February this year. He said that Germany, in close coordination with its European partners, would respond with countermeasures to make Russia pay a price for its hybrid actions. There was no immediate response from Russia. We take a break, and coming up next is sports news. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
And now in sports news, LAHNE is on the edge of making history as the first FC Australia Lustenau player to present Zambia at the Africa Cup of Nations AFCON finals. The talented striker is currently in action tonight against Wales, and this will be his last match for the Australian club before joining the Chipolopolo boys in Spain. LAHNE, who was born to Zambian parents but adopted by Swedish parents, has been included in Zambia's 28-man squad for the tournament. He will link up with his teammates in Spain ahead of their opening match against Mali on December 22. Having expressed his desire to present Zambia, LAHNE is aged to make an impact at the AFCON. With his impressive skills on the pitch, he is sure to bring excitement to the tournament. Let's cheer him on as he plays for the team. That sports item brings us to the end of the main news tonight. Before we go, we take a look at stories that made headlines. Zambian government rejects claims against Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 as false and misleading. ECZ urges stakeholders ahead of CHAWAMA by-election. Government to crack down on illegal mining. And in international news, Russia hits back at Europe's big plan to loan Moscow's frozen cash to Ukraine. LAHNE to make history with Zambia AFCON. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Continue watching Icu TV Main News and also join us tomorrow for another news update. Good evening.